And today I want to talk about something that tends to get us into trouble in our relationships all the time. You know how generally when you meet somebody in the beginning of the relationship, things are great. You can't wait to be with that person. The passion's through the roof. You just want to be with them. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You could just be sitting down staring at a wall and you're happy because you're in the presence of that person. And then over time you find something happens. And often you get to the point where you simply feel numb. Sex goes out the window. You don't want to spend any time with them. You don't feel like talking with them anymore. And basically you just feel numb. You feel dead inside. Well, in order to help you stop that cycle, you need to understand your feelings and how your feelings work. So let's talk about that now. And I talked about it a little bit on my homepage, talkwithdrgary.com, but I want to go into a little bit more detail here. Pain is given a different name depending upon when it occurs. So pain in the present is called hurt. So when your partner says something to you like, God, what are you, stupid or something? Did you gain some weight? You feel hurt. But if you don't express those feelings of hurt at the time that your partner said it, the pain ages. And when you have pain that's aged, old pain is given a new name. Old pain is called anger. So all anger is old pain. So here you are feeling angry that your partner put you down. They said that you were stupid. They said that you were fat. And you looked at them and you were going to let them know how you felt, but you didn't. Instead, you held your feelings of anger inside. You didn't want to make waves, or maybe you felt confused. Why would they say something like that to me? Did I hear it right? You question yourself. So what do? So instead of directing your feelings of hurt or anger outward, where do they go? Well, there's only one place for them to go, and that is to direct them toward yourself. So when you direct your feelings of anger toward the self, those feelings are then given a new name. Anger towards the self is called guilt. And when you feel guilty, you begin to tell yourself all the things that you would have told your partner when you were hurt or angry. You start to tell yourself, God, I'm so stupid, I'm ugly, I'm weak, I'm wrong, I'm bad. Basically, you start questioning yourself in your relationship and you begin to doubt yourself. So far, let's review what we've gone over. Pain in the present is called hurt. Pain in the past is called anger. When you don't direct your feelings of hurt or anger toward your partner, they get directed toward the self, and it's then called guilt. And when you give yourself the messages of guilt, your self-esteem starts to go down because you start to tell yourself all of these negative messages. Stage 4. When you hold on to all of these feelings, just like when you put too many programs into your computer, what happens to your computer? It starts to go slow. It starts to get depressed. Well, that's what happens to us. When we hold on to the old feelings of hurt, anger, and guilt, because they consume so much of our emotional hard drive, we start to feel depressed. And then finally, stage 5, because we can't walk around feeling depressed all the time, we protect ourselves by becoming numb. When you're numb, that's when you no longer feel anything for your partner. You don't want to be around them. You don't want to talk to them. Matter of fact, you want to avoid them as much as possible. Now, the danger in this stage is that it could spread into every area of your life, where you not only feel numb with your partner, but you feel numb doing anything in your life. Essentially, the joy leaves. So what do you need to do to stop this process? Basically, you need to stop it at the beginning. That is, when somebody says something to you that is hurtful, you need to let them know right away. In other words, you need to tell the person who hurt you that they hurt you when they hurt you. You tell the person who hurt you that they hurt you when they hurt you. Wow, that didn't feel good. Why did you say that to me? Or I'm not even sure what you said. I'm kind of in shock here, but whatever you said doesn't feel right to me. Why is it important to do this? Because when you express your feelings spontaneously in your relationship, instead of questioning and doubting yourself at every turn, you no longer take those feelings of hurt and build them into anger. The anger no longer turns to guilt. The guilt no longer turns toward the self, and the anger toward the self, and then ends up winding up in this huge depression, and then you don't end up feeling numb. So bottom line is, you need to be more spontaneous in your feelings, let your partner know exactly how you feel, and take a risk. We're often afraid to let our partner know how we feel because we're afraid they won't care. Well, if you're with somebody who doesn't care about your feelings, well, essentially they don't care about you, because essentially you are your feelings. But bottom line is, you need to take care of yourself and your own feelings. And the way you do that is by stopping the cycle in the beginning and letting people know how they make you feel at the time they make you feel it. Thank you. We'll see you next time.